Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. I pray that y'all all are doing well. We're doing good here, and just wanted to thank you for watching the video and subscribing. I'm very humbled and excited for the new subscribers, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But let's get on to the news. I got two news articles I wanted to bring to your attention today that I thought it was important. The first is coming out of The Guardian. Title reads, U.S. missile defense test failed in Hawaii, officials say. Now, you know, they say missile defense is like trying to hit a bullet with a bullet. It's, you know, that incoming missile is traveling at high speeds. Parts of it breaks away. Like the nuclear warhead is separated from the body of the missile when it's in its final stages. And when it does separate, there's scraps of the outer casing that is blown away, and the defending missile can pick up one of those scrap pieces of metal as a warhead and decide to hit that. So it's very, very difficult, and it's extremely difficult. You know, I remember when they first started talking about missile defense. You remember back in Ronald Reagan days where he bluffed Russia with the Star Wars. Now, I think the United States had Star Wars in theory workable, but they didn't have the actual technology developed. But it scared Russia enough that Russia bent to some of Ronald Reagan's requests. But let's dive into the article. Here we go. The U.S. military carried out an unsuccessful test to shoot down an incoming dummy missile from Hawaii on Wednesday, a U.S. official said, amid heightened concerns about North Korea's developing missile and nuclear program. The official, speaking on condition of anonymity, said a SM-3 Block 2A missile was launched from Agis ashore test site in Hawaii, but failed to hit another missile launched from an aircraft. It was unclear why the test failed, and analysis was underway, the official said. The missile, which is being developed by Raytheon company, is used to target intermediate range missiles and is being developed with Japan. So it's an ongoing process of developing and perfecting these missile defense missiles. It is extremely, I'm sure, the technical side and the tracking of the incoming missile is very difficult because there's so many variables that you have to calculate. But we pray that our country develops a fail-proof anti-missile and is perfected, because that is really in the future is going to be absolute necessity, that now that more and more countries are either have nuclear weapons already or is in a process of nuclear weapons. We've seen North Korea as the latest country that has nuclear weapons. Now we see Iran going down the same road that North Korea went down many years ago when they first started developing nuclear weapons. So we pray that Iran doesn't get their hands or develops nuclear weapons. As you see more and more countries get nuclear weapons, the percentage of something happening also increases. So we pray that God does not let certain countries keep nuclear weapons and threatens the world, the peace of the world. We really do pray for that. On to the next article. This is coming out of NHK World. There was a statement made by one of the leaders of Japan that referred to North Korea as a nuclear state, and they wanted to correct that statement. So the title reads, Suga, North Korea not a nuclear state. So there's in this video you'll see that Japan will never accept North Korea as having nuclear weapons, because the missiles that were the ICBMs and the regular long-range missiles that North Korea fired, most of them were pointed at Japan or headed towards Japan. Let's go into this video.
Government spokesperson is defending the country's prime minister over a controversial remark Shinzo Abe made in the Diet. Abe appeared to recognize North Korea as a nuclear state, going against the official stance of Japan and other countries. In a Wednesday committee meeting, Abe pointed to Pyongyang's previous threat to sink the Japanese archipelago. He described it as being the first time a nuclear state threatened a non-nuclear state with a nuclear weapon. When confronted about the comments by a reporter, Yoshihide Suga did not directly clarify Abe's nuclear state comment. He pointed to gains the North has made in advancing its nuclear program and reiterated Japan's official position.
The government has zero tolerance for North Korea possessing nuclear weapons. This stance is unwavering.
Although North Korea has conducted multiple nuclear tests, countries including Japan, the U.S., and South Korea have indicated they will not accept the North as a nuclear-armed state. They continue to push for Pyongyang to denuclearize.
We cannot accept North Korea as a nuclear-powered state. There's absolutely no way. It's too unstable. He's easily the threat. It just can't be. But, you know, how do we get the nuclear weapons away from him without going to war? Now, if we ever go to war with North Korea, I can tell you right now that it's not going to be an easy situation. If an invasion takes place, if a decapitation takes place, if any forces enter North Korea, it will be very, very difficult, in my own opinion. It's winnable, but it may cost a lot of lives. Now, is young American men and women in a military uniform are worth dying for keeping the weapons, nuclear weapons, away from North Korea? That's a tough call. You know, he's very unstable. And I would hate to be the president to make that call, to send American men and women into battle for this, because I would lose sleep over it. I would definitely lose sleep over it. But I'm sure our Commander-in-Chief has looked at all the options and has he sought wise counseling from his advisors, and I'm sure he'll make the right decision. But with that being said, I hope y'all doing good out there. Once again, I thank you for the new subscribers that subscribed lately. Welcome aboard, and if welcome you to comment and give us a thumbs up if you like it, and we try to do a good job for you. And anybody that's watching this video, if you'd like to get updates on the news or Christian sermons, please, by all means, subscribe. Would love to have you. Now, Jerusalem's Gate, like I said before, does not make any money off our channel. We do it strictly for the love of getting the news out with a Christian perspective. With that being said, I'll go ahead and close. May God be with you in the name of Yeshua. Shalom.